This video just got me banned for life, so...
Snobby, defined by condescending, patronizing, or socially exclusive. Snobbish. Gym, a place or club where you can go to exercise using machines, weights, and other equipment. You combine the two, and what you get? Equinox, a club of patronizing, socially exclusive people on machines.
Bend and snap.
Okay, I'm being aggressive. It's not that bad. Or is it? So I trained at Equinox, the world's most infamously expensive and snobby gym, so you don't have to. I'm going undercover to show you the equipment, amenities, pros, cons, and if this gym is worth your time and effort. Keltie, why are you going undercover? Because I don't think I'm allowed to film in here, and I'm probably going to get banned for life.
4 years ago, I moved from my humble hometown of Edmonton to the big city, Toronto.
And welcome to Toronto!
Amongst the tall buildings of the TV show Suits. Literally, fun fact, Suits is filmed in Toronto. There lied an exclusive gym I'd heard was filled of banking executives, Victoria's Secret models, and probably Zach Bia. Only I would be able to train at such an exclusive gym. Maybe I could become one of those exclusive people. So I etched out a plan of how I would fake my identity to get access to this gym. Should I buy followers, get a boob job, fake tan? I have fake boobs, no money for fake followers, but why not lie that I work for Drake? Perfect. They won't suspect a thing. I roll up script in my head of how I'm going to convince them I'm indeed Drake's ghostwriter. Hi, I would like to sign up. And just like that, they offer me a contract. Turns out anyone can sign up for this gym. It's just expensive. And you do have to sign for a year or more commitment and probably all your data privacy too. First day in Toronto, I walked in head to toe in my best Lululemon, feeling hot until I saw every other person in the gym was dressed head to toe in Lululemon, $500 sneakers, and a Louis Vuitton purse and matching gym bag. Apparently my Kate Spade purse was no longer considered a luxury purse in this town. So what's in this gym?
And I don't have a lawyer, but all the big time YouTubers, lawyers always seem to be telling them to say everything is alleged. Everything in this video is alleged. We changed the name to Bequinox or Fequinox or Quequinox. I just don't want to get sued. I can't afford a lawyer, let alone a lawsuit.
There's the entrance, lounge, spa, amazing change room, and of course the gym. Let's start with the gym. Cardio equipment. It is a dream. Every Equinox I've ever been to has rows of treadmill, bikes, Stairmaster, self-propelling treadmills, which are full of your booty builder beauties, 12 330 babes, and many of you hit sprinters. The weights, there's 1 to 5 squat racks, 2 to 4 racks of dumbbells, 10 benches, 10 to 30 machines, all the classics. The mat portion. Now here is the biggest difference I've noticed between every location because there's more than one Equinox.
Allegedly.
Amongst the gym, there's also multiple fitness classes. There's a yoga studio, group class studio, spin class, and boxing classes. So what specifically are in the classes? Honestly, they're a watered down version of every group class. A knockoff Barry's treadmill, a knockoff SoulCycle spin, yoga, Pilates, and athletic conditioning classes. And they're hit or miss. After trying my first spin class there, I left disappointed, but it made me realize I only like spin classes because of its ability to mimic a rave with its dark room and music, which Equinox does not. But then again, yes, you get 20 plus free classes a week that would cost you $30 a class. So if you're one of those people that does a ton of different workout classes, you could get them all in one place. And if you're like me and never take advantage of this because they only allow you to book 24 hours in advance and never get in, then it might not be worth your money.
I honestly attempted over 10 times to get into class and have never been able to. They open the class 24 hours in advance and people sign up within the 30 seconds and I've never managed to get into a single one. So it was a great sales pitch.
You have so many free classes.
You'll never get in. How do people get in? How? How are you getting in? What is the cheat code? Allegedly.
The change room, aka the real reason I signed up and stayed signed up. First, the beauty products. This is what blew up on social media. Unlimited Kiehl products, shampoo, conditioner, body lotion. And this is how I justified my membership. I'd save $100 to $200 a month on beauty products if I just got ready at the gym every day. Until I found out I'm badly allergic to Kiehl's products and it turned my skin into hives. The sauna and steam room. Honestly, if they didn't have this, I would have canceled my membership a long time ago, and this is how I justify staying. Showers, I won't lie, these are gorgeous. But they do get busy in high traffic hours, so they're not quite as clean every hour of the day. But oh my God, if you go midday or right before the rush, they're spotless. Food. Every city has a unique food bar of overpriced smoothies that I fall victim to every single time.
Allegedly.
While I was in Toronto, I wasted all this time and money on this gym and made 0 friends or connections. And ironically, the month I quit, Equinox was the month I started getting momentum on YouTube. 2 years later, I actually ended up moving back to the West Coast, but skipping over Edmonton to Vancouver. And as much as I love Toronto, the attitude at the Equinox in Vancouver was much more my jam.
Equinox is a franchise. There's many different ones. You're gonna have different experiences in each. And I got to talk about my experience in Toronto. I went in there and I hated it. There's something, it felt like a spa. You know, spa, you don't want to make too much noise because you don't want to disrupt the peace. That's how it felt. I asked them when I signed up, I was like,
Hey, I'm a wannabe YouTuber. Can I film my workouts?
And they're like, of course, girl, you can film whatever you want. It's free promotion for us.
whip out my camera day number 1, and some person comes up to me and say,
No filming.
I'm like, that's the only reason I signed up for this thing. I get it. I get it if you don't want me to film. Don't tell me I can film, so I sign up for a year and then I can't get out of it. I got out of it because I lied. And I just felt judged. I don't know, you just get a vibe in a gym. And just everything I was doing was wrong. I was disrupting the peace. And there was a lot of men that you could tell worked for banks and investment firms that appeared to come here right after work and just talk.
You're using this thing right.
There was a lot of talking, a lot of thumb push-ups, not a lot of actual squats and effective workouts.
I don't believe in anything that doesn't involve bench press.
And that was the vibe in Toronto. And I went to LA. LA was what you thought LA would be. It was actually more people working out.
I'm working up my biceps.
I was incredibly intimidated, and I've gone to other gyms like Houston and of course Vancouver, which I found was a lot more humble. Let's use the word humble. You know, sometimes you do an exercise and it's just a little weird. It's nothing crazy, but like a bird dog. It's not a bicep curl. I felt anytime I did in Toronto, it was like side eye. Versus when I went to Vancouver, there's a lot of people doing mobility things. So after 2 months of the Toronto one, I hated it. I never wanted to go. I just felt judged the entire time because my outfit wasn't expensive enough. And sometimes I breathed when I squatted and I felt that was too much. So I lied to get out. I lied and said I was moving back to Edmonton and gave my mom's home address as proof and got out of the year contract. So there's a hack. If you're in a year contract, just lie, you're moving. Allegedly. When I went to Vancouver, I walk in, the whole mat. There's no just rows of men doing bicep curls. There was people on the mats doing their 90-90s, their bird dogs, properly warming up. There's people in the squat racks. There was people doing cardio. It wasn't just bicep curls and glute bridges. It felt like a gym, not the place guys get a pump on before going to Cactus Club.
Everybody watching this? This is called Boss Fit.
And it felt welcoming, so I signed up because it was close, convenient, and they had a sauna here in Vancouver, and the people are a lot more lovely. Shout out, I don't know your name and I need to figure it out, but there's this really tall, redheaded trainer at Equinox, and every time he's like, hi dear, how you doing? And you make my day. I've tried to stare at your name tag and I'm really awkward and I should just be like, hi, what's your name? I know I've trained here for like 2 years and never asked your name. Mine's Keltie, what's yours? I could do that, but I'm awkward and I don't, so I'm just gonna tell the internet. The redheaded trainer at Equinox Vancouver deserves a raise.
Bonus, some Equinox have a hotel and spa. There's a hotel in New York City, which is apparently amazing, and some have a spa, which I would do a full tour for you, but mine closed down in the pandemic and just never reopened. But I would love to do a tour of this, so let me know if you guys would like tour of cool gyms, but probably not Equinox because I won't be allowed back, but just let me know, and if I'm not banned for life, I'll bring you there.
This is all alleged. So after 3 years of training at the most, I just realized I said Equinox so many times, even though I'm trying not to. Remember, this is all alleged. Don't sue me, Equinox. You are great, and a lot of people will love you. But I just had a really bad experience at Toronto. So speaking of this, let's talk the pros and the cons. First, the juicy cons. The spa-like attitude. You know, sometimes you need to drop a weight. No one wants to, but you got to, and you feel like you're disrupting the peace. Heaven forbid you grunt. It's spa-like, which some people like. Some people want to go and be like mellow. I don't. It's also not your baggy t-shirt, hood up kind of gym. You know, you're in those moods, you're grinding, you got your pump up beats, you got David Goggins yelling in your ear, you're coming hood up, you want to take tarps off, you just want to grind. It's not that gym. If you wear your hood up, they're gonna assume you're robbing someone. Con 3 might be very specific to my TikTokers, Instagrammers, and YouTubers, or girls that just want an aesthetic Instagram feed. You would think for such an aesthetic gym. The lighting's kind of awful. It's very like toned down, but it's so yellow. I have to do so much color correction to make this look good. the price. I'm gonna put the price, it's gonna be different in every single city because it's about $220 Canadian plus taxes, 15% in Vancouver. Oh my God, I was just researching the prices and I had no idea some of the Equinoxes got to be that expensive. So I don't know if this video just got super out of touch, but for the record, I've been paying about $170 a month, which is still astronomical. With someone without kids who has some disposable income that can expense it for YouTube, I can justify it. But some of them in New York City are $500 a month and a $750 initiation fee. That is so much money. Of course, like New York has the highest percent of billionaires in the world, so it makes sense. For the record, I think the initiation fee at just your average Equinox is around $150, not $750. I signed a deal that I didn't have to pay initiation fee, so just at least once a year that you can get the initiation fee gone. So just like call every month, be like, hey, what's your deal? And wait to sign up then. $750 initiation fee. And USD, mine are all Canadian, so like 170 Canadian is like 128 USD. You might have to sign away 3 children, but you know, worth it. Who can afford children these days? Ooh, sorry, I think it was a nervous burp. I've never burped in my entire life. I just kind of go sometimes. Fun fact, anyone else? Yeah, it's like a disorder. I physically can't burp. I'm so dainty and cute. Just kidding, it all comes out the other end. And the last con, it's a year contract. There's no month to month, there's no 3 months, there's no 6 months, there's no drop-ins. You can't even do a drop-in. But after a year, you can do month to month, like me, I'm at right now, and I'm prepared for this to be my last month. It was nice, Equinox. Please don't sue me. Or sue me and I'll clickbait it. Please, no, don't. I can't afford it. I can barely afford my taxes. I'm all on my own here. I got no lawyer. I don't even have an editor. I don't have a cameraman. You're on a tripod, let alone a lawyer. The pros. You don't need a sauna membership. It's got sauna, steam room, beautiful showers. So if you're someone who likes sauna, honestly, think of it like a sauna membership. 2, the smoothies. Every single one has a cute bar. They're so overpriced. There's Body Energy after, and they're just good snacks. I love a gym with yummy snacks after. 3, trainers are hit and miss. I don't remember a single one in Toronto except for the one that signed me up and said I could film, and then I was yelled at for filming. But the ones in Vancouver are so sweet. They all say hi, they smile, the front desk remembers my name. You do have access to multiple gyms, so when you're traveling, but you actually have to pay extra to have that membership. It's not really applicable for everyone unless you're a traveling business person. And even I travel all the time and I don't pay for that. And I regret it every time I go to a city and be like, you could have a cool gym, but you don't. How did I get into the other ones? Don't worry about it. I begged. I called and was like, I'm so sorry to get the membership. I'm just in LA for a couple days. I couldn't please. Yeah, I begged. I did it. I begged. I had no idea you had to pay extra. I was fully aware. I'm evil. Another bonus. I won't out who goes to Vancouver one, but if you ever want to see celebs, there's a lot. You're not going to get like A-list. You're not seeing Kendall Jenner, but I mean like it's a B-list haven. I won't call it the celebs that train at the Vancouver one. So that's kind of cool people watching. I actually think their show is canceled. So I might be able to expose who trained at the Vancouver one. Is Riverdale canceled? Okay, it's canceled. So yeah, the whole cast of Riverdale trained there. And so like KJ Alba, what's his name, Archie, has photobombed multiple of my workout videos. And I was so tempted to post on TikTok. I was like, no, be a good human, don't expose them. But it is really funny when you see this flaming ginger crossing in the back of your video. And I'm like, thanks. Also, pro, they have been super flexible that like I go missing for a couple months when I go to Sweden and they usually freeze my account. So I think I pay like $15 or something a month when I'm gone, but it's a lot cheaper and they've let me do it. You're only allowed it 2 or 3 months of the year and I do it a lot more than that. And they usually just turn a blind eye. So my Vancouver people turn a lot of blind eyes to me. And for that, I love you. Equinox, if you see this, please don't send a mean letter. I mean this all in great faith. There's gonna be a lot of people who love this gym. People love it. It's spa-like, it's beautiful. You're gonna get your saunas, group classes if you use them all. You can go there with your friends. It's expensive, but if you're a 30-year-old without kids living in an urban area, you got $200 extra to be like kind of your social life. But for a lot of people, you'll find it snobby, stuck up, and overpriced. And I guess that's kind of the point. That's what makes it exclusive. The thing is, sometimes people want that exclusivity, and how you do it is you make it cost a lot of money, so it deters everyone from signing up. Equinox isn't your $20 a month gym membership. There's pizza day once a month, so you can justify paying $20 because you get a free pizza. It is so relaxing, and that's why I hate it. I realized I love a raw gym. I love a gym with beat up equipment. People sweating, music's off, it's a little sweaty, you're grinding, you might hear someone grunting, you hear people jumping, there's just a lot of banging. I love that. That motivates me. I wish Equinox is cheaper and I could justify just using it for sauna and 12-3-30 and stretching, because that's kind of all I use it for. I complain about money, and I just admitted I have a gym membership that I use for a treadmill, stretching, and sauna. Never said finances were my strength. This video just got me banned for life, so please hit it a like. And I've waited this long to make this video because I just had to finally admit I will never be able to work out at Equinox again after making this video. I hope they let me. I love your saunas, hate your Keel products, and this gym might be for you. Comment down below if you hate, love, or intrigued by Equinox and any other gyms you'd love me to tour. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Go pet dogs. Love you guys. Bye.